kind of ridiculous. And the players evidently on the Blazers wanted them to only invite 20 teams instead of 22 teams. It strikes me like someone who strongly encourages taxes be raised starting at $1 more than they make. Like, no, it's just got to be fair. Portland, you just wanted the minimum threshold to be what you've accomplished, and everyone else left out. And there's all this sympathy for the Blazers. Dame CJ Whiteside, you were so dominant in those 50 games. You were 26 and 24. Dame and CJ have played 62 and 58 games respectively. They are a sub 500 team. This idea that we should be making, changing things up to fit Portland, like they're going to be some juggernaut once they get Nurkic back. Last I saw Yusuf Nurkic, he was getting dunked into the center of the earth by LeBron James. So Portland, we could have had a nice unanimous 30-0 vote, and instead you go against it. I don't like it, Wilds.
Okay, I know, but hey, let's modulate your Dame criticism. We're not talking about Julian Edelman. He'll come at you pretty hard on Twitter, Nick, so I want you to be careful. I don't want to take any shrapnel from that being right next to you. If we could show the graphic here, I totally agree, Broussard. As you know, the Blazers are my new favorite team. I think there's a lot of drama, and I think they've got a point. They're like, leave the Suns out of it. I don't want to see the Suns. The other thing is that the good part about this was CJ was on for this. We play for an ownership group that actually listens to its players and has a backbone. We voiced what we felt was the best option. They followed our lead. I commend our front office and Jody Allen. So if CJ liked it, Broussard, I was all for it since CJ is the leader of my new favorite team.
Yeah, I'm leaning more toward Nick's side. I think the Blazers, love their organization. Neil O'Shea in the front office does a great job. Who doesn't like Dame and CJ? But they have a tendency also to think they're the smartest team in the room, okay? I mean, CJ, okay, ownership listens to you. There are other teams that ownership listens to, too. You don't think they listen to LeBron James with the Lakers? I mean, you're not that unique in that regard in the NBA. And Nick's right. I mean, they didn't want the Suns, who cares? I mean, they're going to go out early. They're not going to make the play-in or anything like that. But the Spurs, remember, they didn't want 21 teams, the Blazers. They wanted 20. That would have left the Spurs out. The Spurs are a half game behind Portland, Sacramento, and New Orleans, who are all locked at 21 and a half games, behind the leaders in the East, so in the West. So I just think that Portland should have gone with everybody else. Michael Jordan only wanted 16 teams straight to the playoffs. Yeah, he voted yes. Clay Bennett with Oklahoma City wanted all 30 teams back. Yeah, he voted yes. Portland should have gone ahead and made it unanimous.
I'll say it for you, Broussard. Miss me with that, Portland. All right, Commissioner Adam Silver came out yesterday and said they're going to allow players who suffered seemingly season-ending injuries to return if they are now healthy. Or in other words, Kevin Durant has entered the chat. Nick, what's your reaction to what Adam Silver had to say?
Yeah, that's a great line, Jenna. To me, this was an announcement that didn't need to be made. The NBA doesn't have an IR like the NFL where you put this player on season-ending injury list and it opens up a new roster spot and then they're removed from your roster. We always knew this. At least I thought we did. Maybe I've been confused. I thought guys could always come back. I think this is now the commissioner was asked the question, so it's not his fault. But this is, again, as I've been saying and predicting all along, over these next, how long do we have till the season starts? 56 days? Over these next 56 days, we are going to start to hear what is a mumble turn into a whisper, turn into be a dull roar of Kevin Durant should return. I don't think it's fair to him. And now I'll tell you who really wouldn't think it's fair. The Raptors or whomever the Nets end up playing in the first round if the Nets become the most dangerous 7 seed in the history of the NBA. But to me, Wilds, we knew guys could come back. So I don't know why this question was even asked to begin with.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. But when I looked at it, I'm like, oh, you're kind of hinting that it's unfair. I looked at it, it's like Lakers and the Bucks, they have no home court advantage. And now they're playing these teams. If in a perfect world, Nurkic, Collins, Durant, Kyrie, John Wall, let's bring